think about food policy, it's one of the policies that unites all of us. It impacts every American, every day. It dictates what is grown where, how much it costs, how it's transported, and more deeply, who has access to what. My name's Alexina Cather, and I am the Director of Policy, Advocacy, and Sustainability at the James Beard Foundation. So much of food at the institutional level and even in restaurants is food that's perfectly edible, and if we had the infrastructure in place, could be given to people who are food insecure and hungry. Nearly 42 million Americans suffer from hunger and food insecurity. Food insecurity relates to whether or not someone has enough food to live a healthy, successful life. And while chefs love to feed people, they also love to make sure their community is nourished and well cared for. So chefs are really the pillars of their community, and they care about so many issues on the Hill and at home.
Being reminded that your voice is important and it's actually going to enact change is incredibly powerful for us as individuals, but also as a group of chefs coming together.
The food system is so overwhelming and it's really, really easy to get discouraged. But I always remind people that even though there are so many issues, that means there's a lot of area for change. We'll teach them to introduce the problem, talk about the impact, talk about why it matters, and then, again, most importantly, what's the call to action? We talk about the theory of persuasion and how they can be a good storyteller for advocacy. That when they're talking to somebody, that person needs to see it, feel it, believe it, retain it, but most importantly, they then need to do it. Thinking of how we can create an equitable emergency food system is something I feel very, very passionately about. It's not sustainable if we need other policies in place that mean that people can support themselves and their families. We've yet to see a politician run on a food policy platform, but that's where advocacy comes in and why advocacy is so important, because we are the ones that need to push for a more equitable and more sustainable food system. The food system can be extremely complex and complicated, and for the average person, it's just a lot to figure out where to make meaningful change. So whether it's what you buy at home, or maybe you want to go bigger and you want to call your policymaker or organize a march or action on the Hill, all of those things are advocacy, and all of us can do it, whether it's big and bold or small but still meaningful at home.